Hey guys, it's Bella and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I have my plan with me for the past week and I'm using this kit from Sweet Bean Plans. This is the Autumn Pooh weekly kit, which is like a Winnie the Pooh sort of autumn theme kit. So yeah, just going through the pages. I did cut up the bottom washi and then I didn't use the date covers this week. And I did already pre-fill in my little things as well just to put into the spread, and as always my base is down. And because this kit only came with enough glitter headers for one row, I decided to mix in the script headers as well. So starting off on Monday, I'm just working out how I want to do my headers. So I did try to alternate between the word headers and then I used the glitter header on top of the full box. So yeah, I was very excited to plan this spread. Apologies for this video maybe going up a little later than it normally does because I wasn't able to film this until yesterday, which was Thursday, and today is Friday that I'm doing this voiceover. Normally I do my voiceovers on Thursday so that the video is up on Friday, so I don't know if this video will be up today or sometime tomorrow, but yeah. I was very excited to plan this though because this is my friend Meg's birthday week and she loves Winnie the Pooh, which is why I picked this theme, and also because this was like the week before autumn officially starts because the equinox is this weekend, so that I'm doing this voiceover, so I just thought it was like a nice theme. So yeah, so starting off on Monday I used this little planner icon from Simply Beautiful Plans to mark in that I set up my digital planner because I do have a digital planner on Photoshop. I just use a free like download from, I'm currently using a Passion Planner one because they have like free downloads so you can test out like a weekly spread if you want to test out their planners. So I just have one of those that I use on Photoshop and I just fill it in, and I use just some printables that I have bought and I use those just to fill in my planner, and then that way I can sort of plan my week and then I use that to film these spreads because I find it easier than doing it on paper and I'm not wasting paper, and yeah. Anyways, and then I marked in that I had my driving lesson, so that car icon is from the sticker party. So yeah. And then, I don't know, Monday was like an off day. I think this past week was a little off, like, and it's kind of been like this for a few weeks that I just have some really low energy, and I don't know if it's like the weather, the change in the season, what it might be, but anyways, I was not feeling very energetic this day, so I just marked in that I was feeling tired and stressed, so I used this little sick girl, which is from Stick with Bonbon, and then because I was so tired, I actually tried to sleep early that night, which I think I was able to sleep for a little bit and then I ended up waking up, so I think I watched like some Netflix or played a game or something and then I went back to sleep. But yeah, and then at the top I just put in my little things, so I put my meals and my dinners as always, so meals and dinners, meals and TVs as always. So yeah, so I was watching Hello My 20s, which is a K-drama. I believe I finished the first season this past week, and then I started the second season. I think I might have actually started the second season that day. I don't remember, but yeah, it is a K-drama. I've been watching it on Netflix, and I think here I was just trying to find if I had any sort of like sleep sticker or something, but I just couldn't find anything, so I did end up pulling something from my leftovers just to mark in trying to sleep early, because like I said, I did try to sleep early. So thank you. I'm just going into my leftover sticker book because I do try to like pre-pull my stickers so I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to find stuff when I film, because I feel like I don't have enough things to talk about in a voiceover, so I get really awkward. But yeah, so I think I ended up finding a sticker eventually, and I just layered that over a flag. So yeah, this pillow sticker, which is from the Sweet Planner, I believe. It was left over from a kit that I had used ages ago, which, speaking of, I do need to buy. I don't need to, but I do want to buy a kit from her in the near future because I have been eyeing her shop for the longest time, and I know that she's done a reformat since I last used her items, so yeah. Moving on to Tuesday, I put my full bugs at the top. Tuesday was actually kind of a fun day, like a fun, exciting day. Compared to Monday, I did quite a lot of things on the Tuesday, and I actually didn't have enough space to write everything that I did, so I kind of had to condense it. But yeah, so just used the full box at the top, and then for Tuesday I decided to put in the little things header and then the to-do header at the bottom, again just to sort of alternate the header choices, I guess. And I tried to also put things that were appropriate under each header. So some days it wasn't necessarily in chronological order because like I wanted to put stuff in the to-dos that were actually to-dos, if that makes sense. So I just used some leftover washi from the bottom washi as washi strips because this kit didn't come with any washi strips. And then here I was just looking for my scissors. But the first thing I marked in on Tuesday was payday. So I used this little piggy bank, which is also from Sweet Bean Plans. It was leftover from a kit that I had previously used. And then this payday script is from Press. It was from a freebie, I believe. And then this is in her sort of rose gold, which is kind of a pinky rose gold. And I didn't really pull in too much foil. I only really used this script, and I think I used another one later in the week. But yeah, and then I marked in that I went to see my dad's new house because he put a deposit down for a house and they're in the process of renovating it, and then he'll be moving in July, I think. So yeah, really exciting. So we went to sort of just take some measurements and stuff and whatnot for like items that he needs to buy. And then we ended up going for lunch. So we went to like a sushi train, which is next to IKEA, and then we went to IKEA, which was super exciting. And I ended up buying a few things at IKEA because I needed some cushions for our chairs at home. So I got some cushions, and then I did get some bed sheets to go with like a set that I had previously bought. So yeah, the house icon is from Happy Sticker Designs. It was left over from a kit that I had used, and then the shopping bag is from Planning Like a Pro. And then in my little to-do section, I marked in bringing the bins. So that little thing is from A Little Spark. And then I marked in filming last week's plan with me. So the planning girl is from Fox and Cactus. And then at the bottom, I put a printer from Fantasy Design Store to mark in printing because I did print an order, and I also printed a printable kit that I'm planning to use for back planning. But yeah, so that was Tuesday, like I said. So I did also go to light therapy that day, and I think I ended up putting that at the top because I did write it on a little thing, but I just didn't have enough space to put it in the spread. Also, this spread ended up being very like box heavy. I don't know why, it just ended up being like that, but I do really like how it turned out. So then moving on to Wednesday, I put my 4-box in the middle, and here I was just switching out the headers. So I decided to do it today, but I just did it in a different order, so I didn't have all the todays at the bottom. So yeah, again, Wednesday was kind of like a busy day, and I did more things that I could mark down, so I did have to condense some things, but yeah. So let's see what I marked down first. So first thing I marked down was that I had to pay for my watch to be repaired because I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I dropped my Apple Watch, I cracked the screen, I had to send it off to be repaired, and I did have to pay for that day, which it was quite a lot of money, but it was a gift, and it didn't feel right to buy a new one, so I would rather just spend the money to fix it. So I did that day, and then it was actually sent out the next day, and I as of today that I'm doing this voiceover, I received my watch and it's all fixed and working and everything, so I'm very excited to have it back because I was having a little bit of separation anxiety from my watch. So yeah, so that little thing is from A Little Spark, and then I marked in, again, having a driving lesson, so I used the car icon from the kit, and then after my driving lesson I actually went and ran a few errands, so I had to go and book an optometrist appointment for the weekend. I did also have to go and buy some like deli items, and then I ended up going to Officeworks because I had to buy a couple of things. I needed to buy like ink and some other stuff. I think it was like label paper and that kind of stuff. And then I did end up also going to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription. So yeah, I like didn't want to write all of that, so I just marked in run errands, and I felt like that kind of covers everything. So again, that little shopping bag is from Plan Like a Pro. And then at the bottom, I marked in that Wavy had their comeback, which Wavy is a Mando pop group, but they're like a subunit for a K-pop group. I don't know. It's a whole complicated thing. But yeah, they had their comeback that day, which I didn't love the title track, but I did like the B-sides. So I don't know. Maybe I will pick up their album. We'll see. So yeah, and then at the bottom, I also marked in applying for some volunteering positions because I'm still trying to find work, but I also feel like I need more experience, and then that might help me actually get a job. So I don't know, I applied for some volunteering positions, and we'll see how that goes, but I don't know, I'm a little bit like frustrated with everything at the moment to do with job searching, as always, but yeah. So that laptop is from Purple Bunny Prints, and the Maru is from Paper Milk. So then moving on to Thursday. Thursday was kind of like less of an exciting day, shall we say. So I put the Little Things header at the top, and then the Today header, and then my full box at the bottom, which I really loved all the art in this kit. It's super cute. So yeah, Thursday. Oh wait, here I'm just putting my little thing for light therapy on Tuesday because I realized that I could put it at the top. And then on Thursday I marked in Riverdale as well as my dinner, which I've actually been enjoying this season of Riverdale. This past episode was kind of lame, but the previous, I think the episode of the week that I was planning was actually really good. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, so moving on to the actual spread. So I marked in that I had to email my resume because one of the places that I applied for volunteering sent me an email just asking for my resume, because when you do the application it's more like an expression of interest kind of thing where you just put like your name, your contact, any like skills or qualifications that are relevant and that kind of thing. So yeah, so I just had to email that through to them. And then I marked in having a lazy day because, like I said, I had really low energy this week, so I think I just like slept for most of the morning. So that lazy day script is from 𝚕𝚎𝚗𝚗𝚙𝚜 plans, and then the sleeping mask is from the GP studio. And then I also marked in working on a different sort of job application. So this one I had to email through by Friday, so I was just finishing it up on the Thursday. So that laptop icon is from the kit, or computer icon is from the kit. And then the main thing that I did this day was edit my plan with me for last week's spread. So I used this edit sticker, which is from Sweet Bella XOXO. And then I marked in going to Pilates. So I used my Pilates girl from Fox and Cactus. And then after Pilates, we ended up getting rained on unexpectedly because I don't think it was forecast to rain, but it did just start raining, which was really frustrating. So I did end up marking down that it was a rainy night. And the umbrella sticker is from Very Cute Designs. So yeah, I think here I'm just marking in that it was a rainy night because we were actually going to get dinner. We ended up getting rained on, which was kind of frustrating. But thankfully it didn't last too long, and then I think it rained most of the night when we got back. So yeah, so that is the sort of first half of the week. And then moving on to the second half, I think here I was trying to work out the order of 4 boxes that I wanted to use because I definitely wanted to use the like Pooh Bear box on the Saturday because Saturday was Meg's birthday. So yeah, so I think here I was just trying to work out the order of the 4 boxes, and then I actually get down to planning. But yeah, as you can see on my sidebar, I was tracking my reading and also doing my Google modules, which I did pretty badly with both of those this week. I don't know. Again, I think it's just because I've been a little demotivated, and also I think I've just been a bit tired, so yeah. But anyways, moving on to the spread, again just putting my full box at the top, and then for Friday I used the to-do and today headers. So I'm just going to pop those in, and then I think my camera did die at some point, but I don't remember when, so I will see when this kind of cuts off, but yes. I think here I pulled up the wrong header. So I picked the, like I said, the to-do and the today, and I'm just checking the pattern because I try to follow a pattern if I can. So I think I was just trying to see what I had done on the first half. So yeah, putting my to-do and today's, and then starting off with the actual plans. So on Friday I had to, like I said, email the job application, which I ended up emailing it at like, I don't know, 1 in the morning or something because I finished it pretty much before I went to bed. So I was like, okay, I might as well just email it now and then it's done and then I don't need to worry about it in the morning, so I did that. So yeah, that laptop is from Purple Bunny Prints, and then later on in the day when I woke up, I uploaded my plan of me for the past week. So that YouTube icon is from Arctic Paper Studio. And then that day I actually finally did some work on my Google modules because I am doing some Google sort of marketing modules to sort of like upskill myself, I guess, as well, because there's a lot of marketing jobs at the moment and I don't have a marketing degree. I have a public relations degree, which is frustrating, but anyways, I think I mentioned that in a previous video as well. So I used the little pencil icon from the kit, and then because I had uploaded that day, I also needed to post on Instagram, so I marked that in, I think. And then I also marked in placing an Amazon order because I did have a voucher from the like McDonald's Monopoly thing to use, and it expired at the end of the month. So Mum and I decided to place some Amazon orders because I had 2 of them. So so we ordered some books. I got some like language books, which is exciting. And then Mum just got some books for herself as well. So yeah, I used this Amazon icon that I had made for myself. And then I think here's where I mark in posting to Instagram, and I used a camera icon from Press, which was left over from a kit that I had previously used. So yeah, that is Friday, and then Saturday was quite a busy day. So yeah, I put my full box in the middle, and then my glitter header, and then I used the Today and the Little Things headers for Saturday, and I did also put my full box for Sunday. I can't remember if I put my headers for Sunday at the same time, because I think I've previously mentioned this, but I like to do my weekends at the same time for whatever reason. I don't know. I think it's just easy for me. And then I just put in my little things, and I was also going to put the weekend banner, but I just didn't have space for it, so I decided not to use it this week. And then for Sunday, I marked in watching Vincenzo, which is a K-drama on Netflix. It's actually really, really good, and it's so frustrating because I have to wait every week for the episodes, because the episodes come out on Sundays and Mondays. So yeah, that's the only problem of watching things when they're airing, is having to wait for the next episode. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, so I definitely recommend it if you're into sort of like legal or like crime kind of shows, because it's got this whole like corruption scandal, like legal kind of proceedings and I don't know. I'm really fascinated by those kinds of things. But yeah, it's a really good drama. So yeah, I think here is where I tried to put in my weekend banner. I just didn't like how it looked, so I just decided not to use it this week. I think had I only used one washi strip at the top, I probably could have used it, but because I decided to use both strips, I just didn't like how it looked. So yeah, and then I think I'm just finishing my headers. So then for Sunday, I put in the little things and then the to-do header. And then I will actually get back into filling out the spread. So for Saturday, the first thing that I marked in was that my health insurance was due, although I had already paid it. And at this point, I was running out of labels, so I decided to cut up the sort of like full checklists to use as labels, because I wasn't going to use the checklists anyway. So I just cut up a little strip, and then I put a little sort of like bill icon just to mark that in. And then I used the leftover bottom washi as washi to mark in that I had yoga that day. So I think that's what I do next. And then I did use my scissors. I do have a slice tool, but I just feel like it doesn't work as well anymore, so I don't know if maybe I need to get a new one. So that's why I'm using the scissors instead. But yeah, and that yoga mat is from Pepper Bunny Prints, and then I used a yoga script from Harriet Wright Designs, just to mark in yoga. And then that day was actually the state election in my state, but I had already voted because Mum and I did early voting, and actually, as it turns out, a lot of people did early voting this year, which I don't know if maybe it was because of COVID, or I don't really know why, which is kind of interesting because we have no community transmission here, so I don't know if that's really a thing, or maybe just people wanted to get it out of the way. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, apparently it was quite common to do early voting this year, so yeah, we did our voting, I think it was for the first week of early voting, so yeah, but I still wanted to mark it down. And then, like I said, it was my friend Meg's birthday, so I just marked that in with these balloons from Strawberry Lime Designs, and then the birthday script is from Press, and I did send her a text message for that day, just saying happy birthday and whatnot, which it was so frustrating because at that point there was still like a 13-hour time difference because daylight savings in the US changed on the Sunday. So yeah, but anyways, I did send her a text and we had a little chat while I was at the optometrist, because by that time it was the Saturday where she lives. So yeah, that was nice. And then I did have to go to the optometrist that day just to get my eyes checked, which as it turns out, everything is fine and stable, so I didn't need to change my prescription, which is good. And then Mum and I ended up going for lunch, like late lunch / dinner, to the pub that is in the town that we, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, anyways, the pub that we normally go to, because they do like a gluten-free Parmigiana, which is really nice. So yes, so the little push pin and the plate sticker, which you can't see, is from 𝚬𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚏 Sticker Co, and then the alarm clock is from the GB Studio. And then moving on to Sunday, I use this move marquee from, I think it's from A Little Spark, to mark in that I watched a movie on Netflix. I actually watched Spud, which is a movie with Troye Sivan. It's really old. It's from like 2010 or something. And I remember having it on like a hard drive when I was in high school because I was like obsessed with Troye Sivan. But anyways, yeah, it's a weird movie. And I kind of forgot like how problematic it is. Not problematic, but like I don't know, because it's from 2010. There's like some iffy lines in the movie. But anyways, but yeah, it was kind of fun to watch it and sort of reminisce on when I watched it for the first time. And then I also marked in going to Pilates in the morning, and then I did wash my hair after Pilates because I didn't really do too much on Sunday. So yeah, so both the Pilates girl and the hair washing girl are from Fox and Cactus. And then for my to-do section, I marked in doing a grocery run because we desperately needed to do a grocery run, so we did that. And then I did also cut stickers that day, so I cut the order that I had to send out. So that was very good. And then I also ordered some stickers that day. So the cutting machine is from Starlight Paper Studio, and then the grocery bag is from 𝚕𝚎𝚗𝚗𝚜, and then here I also used another sticker from 𝚕𝚎𝚗𝚜 to mark in that I placed an order with Crest Press, and I also placed my first ever order with the Giving Girl because she was having, I think it was 20% off because it was like her 3-year shop anniversary, I think. So yeah, I placed an order and got a kit from her, which is very exciting. And I picked up the May monthly from Crest Press. So yes, you will hopefully see those on my channel in the next sort of few months, which is very exciting. So here is the finished spread, and I really like how it turned out. Like I said, it is a little bit more sort of boxy than what I normally do, but I actually really like it for something like this, because this week was kind of like a mix of like a couple of busy days, and then the rest of it was kind of just like the same old. So yeah, but I really like the colors, and I love the sort of pops of orange mixed in with the blue and yellow. So I do have a little bit left from the kit. Like I have the day covers and some of the checklists and some headers and whatnot, so I can pull those into other spreads if I need to. And then I did also put the icons and some of the leftover little things into my reusable sticker book, so I can pull those in to other spreads. But yeah, and then I used all of like the box page, and then I think I had one full box left. So yeah. And then the weekend banner, which I can also pull into another spread if I need a weekend banner as well. So that is it for this video. As always, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below if you'd like. And all the shops will be listed down below. So I'm hoping to have some more videos up soon. I do need to film my March monthly, which I'm hoping to film sometime next week. I did want to film it today, but it's a little bit too hot to film, unfortunately. But yeah, and then I might film my catch-up spreads for February. But yeah, that is it for this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys. But I really wanna tell you that